This is the coolest place in the world.
Go behind the scenes with an all-access pass to Disney's Animal Kingdom.
We want people to be able to get as up close and personal as they can. The fun is just beginning.
Opening door 9.
There he is.
Hello.
Hola a todos, amigos de película. Hoy tengo un invitado muy especial. I'm with a very special guest from Disney, from Magic of Disney's Animal Kingdom is Mark Penning. He's the Vice President, Animal Science and Environment from Disney Parks, and he's going to talk about everything that's happening behind this amazing show that's been brought up to us. So hi, Mark, how are you?
I am very well, thank you so much, and I hope you are well too, and thank you for this lovely opportunity.
As you say, it's a great sneak peek. I can't wait to go and visit the parks again. And also it's nice to see that we get to see the background of each animal, where it comes from and everything. You present to us that on the show. Was that intended in order to understand their roots and background?
Yes, we want to try and enhance the storytelling that we do here. And the way we wanted to achieve that is to show the viewers that really special connection between the animal care team and the animals they look after, and then show how passionate they are about protecting animals in the wild, and to bring in the Walt Disney Imagineering team, who of course are incredibly creative and have this wonderful vision for how to tell the story. And we try to blend all of those things together to create something special.
I must say, how's the involving process with the caretakers and the animals? How does it evolve?
What we work really hard to achieve is to have the animal trust us to the extent that we can do medical checkups and sometimes even procedures without having to give the animal a sedative or an anesthetic. We want to be able to do, for example, I mentioned the tiger. A tiger can be very dangerous. It is very dangerous. And we have a tiger, the tigers are able to back up against the space that we're working in, put their tail through a specially designed little slot, and we're able to take a blood sample from the tiger's tail, with him allowing us to do it, firstly, secondly, doing it safely, and thirdly, the tiger he trusts us so much that we're able to do it because he knows there's some treat coming afterwards, whether that is perfume they're going to spray around to let him go and roll in and get all excited about, or a popsicle with blood, or something that he will really like. And so he allows us to do those procedures. So that helps us take the best care of them, and that means our animals are thriving. They're not just surviving, they're thriving.
In the show, you learn about discipline, patience, love for the world we're living, and empathy. What's the most beautiful thing you think we can learn by watching this show?
Again, such a nice question. Thank you. I think what I'd love people to take away from this is that animals are so special. They really are, and they're so different. And some people can get an amazing affinity with a tiger, but somebody else will have that same affinity with a stingray or a spider. They all are so different. But we want people to understand that in those differences, it's the diversity that makes nature so strong. And the best thing that we as people can do for animals and for nature is to understand that they need habitat, and we should protect their habitat, but it shouldn't be habitat that's over there somewhere that somebody else can look after behind a fence. It's habitat in your own backyard. It's creating a little garden for butterflies, or a little space where anoles or lizards or spiders or something else can live. But it's for us as people, as a community, to live with nature and with the animals that are in that habitat.
And what's the most surprising thing that you've learned working with these animals? Because it must be amazing every day, like to go to work for you.
Yes, that's a wonderful question. They're all so different. We're dealing with everything from 8-ton elephants down to 2-gram frogs, and even sea turtles and sharks and big stingrays that you will see in the show as well, which of course are at the seas with Nemo and friends at Epcot. So one will get a really good variety of animals that again develop those relationships with people that you wouldn't expect. A person and a big stingray having that same relationship of trust, you're going to think, wow, I didn't know that could happen. And so I think that's something we're really excited about.
And I want to know, from all the stories we're shown in the show, which one is your own personal favorite?
I'm going to get in such trouble if I choose one, but I think there are some very unusual moments where we've used some technology that was new to us. So it might be a GoPro in a box where like the lion would come up and chew it, and you get amazing footage, but the person who designed the box had to keep building a new one because the lion just chewed it. We wanted to make sure that we could use drones or a crane or something different to get really unique footage, but without stressing the animals. That's really critically important. And so luckily this worked really well, and we had a lot of animals playing with these things, and the footage that comes out of that is really fun and really different.
So Mark, thank you for being with us, for your time, for talking about these amazing animals and how this background comes to life. So we didn't expect to have all that we got watching the show, so we recommend it strongly. Thank you so much for your time and your efforts and your inspiring job.
Oh, thank you so much. It's my pleasure. Thank you.